Good morning, everybody. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's trading floor, January 10th. We had export sales out this morning, and once again for corn, pretty bad. Corn, they were looking for 100,000 to 200,000 tons as far as export sales. We got 1,000. So once again confirming this demand situation that we have at hand, this negative, extremely negative export situation we've got right now. When I sat down this morning, corn was up about 3. Now we've got it back to about unchanged today. The exports today are pretty well meaningless as guys position for the big report tomorrow. What is USDA going to say? But with exports for corn, pretty negative again today. Beans, they were looking 200 to 400. They got 406. So a little bit friendly. Beans were down 2. Now they're back to about unchanged right now as well. Wheat, they were looking 325 to 425. They got 233. So a little negative there for wheat as well. Talks were overnight that we were going to see that Egypt was in buying wheat, and they were looking for this late February deliveries. So we'll see here shortly if they have any, if there were any additional sales made overnight. But as far as export sales were pretty negative here today for both corn and wheat. Beans, maybe a little friendly for beans. But as I mentioned earlier, today is going to be a lot of positioning for what's going to happen tomorrow. Now, that report comes out tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. So typically those reports are released at 7:30. They're pushing it back. So we've got all morning to trade this and to discuss what could happen here off of these reports. But the anticipation of that, we've seen a lot of back and forth trade, and we've seen a lot of rebalancing from the funds over the last few days, and probably going to see that continue here today. As far as some of the outside markets, the dollar is down about 22 cents. You've got the euro right now climbing as the ECB leaves their interest rates at a record low. Also, the Bank of England had come out and left their rates unchanged as well. So we've got the euro climbing, which in turn setting the dollar back a little bit. Well, with the dollar going down, what's it doing for energies? Crude oil right now up $1.20. So 94.30 a barrel for crude. It looks like on a chart maybe taking even its next leg higher if it finishes strong here today as well. But some pretty good gains today as far as crude oil. We've seen that market strengthen up. The energies have been strong over the last several weeks, and looks like they're continuing here today. As far as livestock, fat cattle, right about unchanged right now. Box beef coming in mixed overnight. Choice down 43, select up 22. Still no cash trades yet. You got bids coming in Kansas, 125 to 126. So we'll see what kind of trades we get here this week. But the big story yesterday was the hogs. So we are getting a little bit of a recovery right now from those losses we had seen. Hogs are up about 25 cents right now. But read the livestock notes that we put out yesterday. Rich Nelson did a fantastic job on that. You could find the research right on our website. But if you get a chance, look at those notes as far as what Rich had put out. But the big thing here, the big picture, and why we were down as hard as we were, we had slaughter that was 100,000 head. I guess pushed back from December. So we've got to now make up that 100,000 head slaughter here this month, and that really had some pressure yesterday. So it is a bearish thing up front. So maybe for the nearby contracts. But the confusing thing for hogs is that we had all of the contracts down, even the summer months. We're still a little friendly out there in the summer months. We think they're a little undervalued, but we saw some pretty good pressure out there as well. So maybe we can see some kind of a recovery here today, or maybe see the markets firm up a little bit. We did see cash markets chopping around, and cash market a little higher yesterday. So maybe that can be a little supportive at these levels yet. But it did quite a bit of damage yesterday on these charts. So if we can't recover from that, just technically, it looks pretty bad. But this news is maybe a little bit negative here for the nearby contracts, but not these deferred contracts. So A lot of things going on today. Big report tomorrow for the grains. Stay in touch with us. Give us a call, and we'll let you know what's going on. We've got our conference that's coming up as well. We've got that's January 25th and 26th. So take a look at that. Take a look at your calendars. As I mentioned, the notes that Rich Nelson had put out. Right now, what we're doing is if you do sign up for the conference, we are packaging that with a year's worth of our research as well. So you'd be able to read that stuff right on our website. So if you want to take a look at that, give us a call. Be glad to help you there. A phone number to reach us here is 800-262-7538, or check us out on the web, allendale-inc.com. Have a great day today, and we'll talk to you a little later. Take care.